Do you want me to look here or look there?
Either or. You can.
Okay, okay.
So we'll put both our hands up. We'll make a snap on three.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Unexpected Connections, where we bring together inventive people across different industries through events and intimate dinners. We share insights from industry leaders pushing the boundaries. Thanks for tuning in.
How's it going, guys? My name is Josh Garcia with Unexpected Connections. We are sitting with Tuan Lee, owner of Vervet. How was the meal?
Oh, tonight's meal by Chef was just so amazing. I'm so excited for his restaurant Firstborn. So talented, and I just feel so fortunate and lucky to get a preview tonight.
Yeah. And the sakes, the Vervets, by the way, was really awesome.
Yeah, that was so exciting for us to be able to pair what we're doing on the beverage side with the creativity there. And I just feel like it's like peanut butter and jelly, and we kind of really live for that. Vervet, two of us founders come from hospitality. My friend, though, my co-founder, is the far more talent in the company. She's an incredible 12-year craft cocktail bartender and sake level 1, and she still currently works and consults in the field. But our joy of, I think, coming to bars and restaurants to discover something new and delight the guest and to work with the back of house, that's what really brings us so much pleasure. So tonight was just an extension of that, and one of the reasons why we started this company, Vervet.
Yeah, and it shows, everything, you guys did a great job pairing everything together. Like that sake tonic was amazing too. So going on the theme of imperfectly perfect starting. So if you can just describe to everybody a time for you when you started something imperfectly, like it wasn't the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. That we don't even have to go that far back. I've actually done this many times in my life, but we'll just start with one example. Vervet, the napkin stage, the napkin idea was 2016, and we really began work on it in 2017 in R&D. So I think for us, yes, we were surrounded by, of course, friends and family supported us, but there was a lot of naysayers, and I think they came from two groups. And one was direct and the other one wasn't so direct. But I think the direct one was like, that's not possible. How can you bring bar quality, hospitality, fresh cocktails, to a prepackaged format? That's not possible, right? Had we have listen to that and allowed that to influence us, I wouldn't be here speaking with you today.
Wow.
Right? We wouldn't be at all of these restaurants as part of the Michelin Guide. We wouldn't be in Erewhon, had we have not tried, if we didn't shut those voices out and just had a belief in ourselves. And at the other end side of it is, we're Vietnamese, Korean, Filipino, Jewish, women-founded company. We're all, members of historically excluded groups, and access to capital and resources is difficult, So looking back, we started this company with $100,000, about $50,000 in credit card debt. And if you look at our industry and what we're doing, most people launch with a minimum of 1 million.
Wow.
We did not know what we didn't know. We were so woefully undercapitalized and doing what we were doing, but we had just such a belief in the brand that we wanted to create a really inclusive and representative brand of what we felt LA is, which is an incredible collection of global cultures.
Yeah.
And we wanted to create a brand that really represents that. And we wanted to create a product, a drink, that also represents that creativity in our drinks.
Nice.
And we're inspired by so many different flavors. And, we run that through Hope's incredible skill as a bartender to make these really balanced and technically built drinks. So what happened was we ran out of money really quickly. And looking at us as founders, we needed to approach the investment community. And that was a different type of naysayer. They're a little bit more tactful, So if you look at the data, 94% to 96%, depending on which report you look at, that investment, those access to resources goes to one community. I don't think I need to name it. We all know at this point,
Yeah.
and I think the rest of us, of members of historically excluded groups, fight over that scarce amount that's left.
Yeah.
That was a different type of naysayer. Inclusive investment was a term that was just being spoken about, and I just wanted to be an advocate for that inclusive investment. I was speaking loudly about it, so that we could keep the dream alive and to keep this going. And changing the minds of investors to invest in people that looks like you and I was a challenge.
Yeah.
They weren't accustomed to it, and they didn't really understand the product, the brand completely either, right? We say cheers in 14 American languages, and when they see that, we got a lot of reaction was like, oh, so this is a ethnic play. This is an ethnic drink,
Yeah.
And I would just always respond, well, sir, I think that this is the most all-American brand and drink that is available today for these reasons, because we really do express and represent so many Americans.
Yeah.
And that would usually work to like, I'd capture their imagination and I could change the way they think, but most would just change the subject, and just
like,
sort of move on, But a few would be like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I see now, and like, you're absolutely right. This is actually really pretty cool what you're doing. Can you tell me more?
Yeah.
And I think overcoming the naysayers in the investment community was so hard, but I'm proud that, again, I just kept going.
Yeah. And going into like the naysayers, right? There was the blatant ones and the silent ones. What advice would you say for people that are going against like naysayers, whether it be overt or covert? You know what I mean?
Believe in yourself and invest in yourself every day. Investing in yourself could be, it looks like a lot of different things, right? I do believe that you do become your thoughts. So let's make sure that we're investing in the right thoughts every day as you invest in yourself. Believe in your creativity. And, I think I was just speaking with a friend of mine. She works for a company, Nike, and there's a legendary commercial that Nike made with Kobe.
Yeah.
And it just starts out with like all of his naysayers and haters just shouting things to him. And then throughout the commercial, he begins to make a rhythm out of it.
Oh,
and then he turns them into a symphony and he starts conducting them, And so he reverses like who's controlling who, right?
Yeah.
And
I love that.
I would definitely recommend that, entrepreneurship and creativity, creating a small business, being an artist are all just so tied, where you really just have to focus on that part, and practice some self-care and self-love and invest in yourself every day. And what ends up happening is people will see you out there doing it, and you'll build momentum and attract the right people to come and support your vision and what it is that you're trying to build.
Love that. Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that was deep. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for taking the time to sit with us, Tuan Lee.
Thank you.
I was like, ooh.
My name is Tuan Lee, and this is Unexpected Connections.